Hey guys, what's going on? March the Crusader here, and we're going to be doing a little bit of a new topic, new subject, little project I want to work on. Pretty much once a month, I want to do this thing where we kind of do our most anticipated games that I'm looking forward to. And if you have an anticipated game that you might be looking forward to, you can leave it in the comments. I'll look at it. Maybe I might add it to my list of anticipated games. This month, we got about 5 anticipated games we're looking forward to this month. At least I am. I can't say for sure for Alice and Cash, but me personally, these are about the top 5, and I'm going to be going from at least anticipated to most anticipated. So, going off from our least anticipated, the first game I have is Like a Dragon.
Batten down the hatches and get your ship together, Captain. It's about time you got your sea legs.
Cash is always talking about the Yakuza series and, Like a Dragon series. And I think, I looked at it. It looks interesting. I've dabbled with Yakuza a little bit in the past. Not the actual Yakuza, just the game. Let's not get it twisted here. But I've dabbled with those little games in the past, and I did like them. I did enjoy them a bit. And I just love the randomness about those games. So I can't wait to actually get my hands on this game. It looks fun and interesting, and I think I'm going to have a good time. Just the fact that it's kind of like you got the randomness of Yakuza, but you also got like this pirateness going on to it. And I know it's nothing like Assassin's Creed 4, but I am a sucker for pirate games whenever, and not pirating games. Let's not get it twisted here. But I am a sucker for games that you go out in the open seas and you just overall have a good time. So we're going to see a little bit more about that game and kind of trying to not spoil myself and, get a nice fresh new outlook on that game. So that is the first game. It's anticipated out of all the games that I've seen so far from February, but these are my top 5s so far. So I know Yakuza fans, you're going to be like, how dare you? It is what it is. Coming in at the second spot, we've got Civ 7.
Civilization was a game that was created during a time when we were just discovering what games could be. And we said, let's put the entire history of the world into a game and make it fun.
I love me as a Civ game. They kind of have the formula, if it ain't broke, don't fix it. But, you can always make minor adjustments and minor upgrades. Civ 7 looks pretty fun. I've seen a little bit of gameplay for it. I've seen what they've at least been producing outwards. I think it looks great. I think it's going to be fun. A buddy of mine has got me into Civ a long time ago, and I have not looked back. And Civ 5 is probably one of my favorite Civs out of all the Civs. But Civ 7 is looking pretty solid. I think I'm going to enjoy myself. I hope that it's nothing too crazy. The graphics look great, the animations look great. And always just having that sense of self-satisfaction of, conquering a new world in a virtual game is always, rewarding. That's, the top of the world in real life. So, that's just me personally. Coming in after Civ, we have Avowed. Obsidian.
Come. Your emperor has chosen you as our envoy to the living lands. That wild frontier suffers from the dream scourge. Find the root of this terrible plague and put an end to it.
This game does actually look pretty good. It seems like they might have a pretty solid good story, as they usually do with Obsidian. And like I said, it's no Elder Scrolls 6, but it's still a pretty solid looking game. I do enjoy the graphics. I like how the spells look. The combat looks fun. So I think it's going to be a really good time. And I am indeed looking forward to playing this new Obsidian game that they have coming out. These last 2 games can kind of go either way. And these are the games that I probably might talk a little bit more as the 3 games. Either too new or I don't dive deep enough into them to really say, hey, these are the games that, I could blab hours about. But, these last 2 games, I definitely have a lot more interested than the other games. So they we're going to kind of just dive into it. Let's just dive into it, guys. So, the top 2 games I am looking forward to, which I think everybody and their mother probably could obviously with our two eyes, is Kingdom Come Deliverance 2 and Monster Hunter Wilds.
Congratulations, tonight. You finally become a man.
Wake up! Pull yourself together, Henry.
Kingdom Come Deliverance 2 is made by Warhorse. First game, I loved it. I played it. It's really fun. It's going to be very difficult and skill tricky sometimes, but it is satisfying when you do pass those skill checks or whatever you have going on in that game. It's one of my most favorite medieval fantasy simulators that I've played, and the character Henry is always just a lovable goofball the entire time whenever tragedy is not striking. So those are pretty solid. They said they kind of decided to tone down a few things, just so that, because the combat was a little bit kind of wonky back in the first game. And I pray and I hope to God with every fiber of my being that they have somehow made lockpicking very more easier, because lockpicking in that game, ooh. So, all jokes aside, though, this game looks really fun. I played the first one, that was fun. The second one, I believe they added a couple of extra features, but they've also made sure that some of the aspects of the game are not overly complicated for, that new guy that wants to come in, the average Joe, so on and so forth. So I think it's going to be a really solid experience. I'm looking forward to it. I'm looking forward to see what choices you can make. I know there's like a law system that's supposed to be going on where if I steal a loaf of bread and I get branded for it, like people are going to treat me differently, either that's positive or negative. So I'm looking forward to that totally. Like, can't wait. Picking up bows. They also brought like gunpowder to the games because, I guess it's around that time period where, gunpowder exists. So this should be interesting. So we'll see where that goes, but I'm looking forward to it. It comes out in the beginning of the month, so I will be playing that game like as soon as it comes out on site. So that's just me. The final entry of the games that I plan on playing is Monster Hunter Wilds.
My word, is this a Lollabarina floret? We must be near its nest.
I'm surprised that it didn't actually get nominated for anticipated games back in 2024's Game of the Year Awards. Still not sure how that didn't correlate, because Monster Hunter has always really kind of been like, it's either the game is good or this is a really great game. So not really sure how it didn't get any like mentions, but it's beyond me. If there's one thing that Capcom knows how to do, they know how to hunt monsters and they know how to make us enjoy hunting monsters. So I'm looking forward to this game. It's good to see that they brought back the food system. I know. What? A food system? It's something about the Monster Hunter food that makes you go, wow, I just enjoy being here. And they brought it back and they spoiled me the world with it and they brought it back. And I think it's a little bit more interactive, which just makes it, for some reason, miles upon miles of just happiness inside. I'm looking forward to that. I think one of the biggest, greatest changes to the game that they did is giving us the ability to have two types of weapons, and we don't have to run back to camp to go swap out weapons. I can be like, you know what? I want to bring my heavy bow gun that I made, and I want to bring my sword and shield that I'm learning, and I can do both of them. So I think that's really great to have. I think it's really going to make the game have that nicer, faster pace, momentum that it'll have to like stop. Simultaneously, they also managed to bring us these amazing mounts that, they're pretty much like bird velociraptors. I can't even remember the name. It's been so long, but overall, it looks really cool. And I think that Capcom is so confident in their game that they literally were like, hey, so we know that like it's coming out in February, but we're going to give you a beta in November, which they did. And then they're like, you know what's going to be really great? Let's give you another beta in the same month. So you know that if they're very confident in their game coming out, right? Twice for a beta, one in November, one at the month that the game is coming out, it's probably going to be good. I have faith in Capcom. I have faith. So we're going to see what's going to be happening with all that. I'm excited for Monster Hunter Wilds. I think it's going to be so far one of the greatest things. Oh, one more important thing about Wilds is that they have this awesome new cool anime clash system that goes on where when a monster's blood motion towards me is like a sword and shield out or a giant great sword, I can literally tank it. I mean, come on, guys. Let's be honest here. This is gonna be a really solid game, and like Monster Hunter Wilds, so it's pretty much gonna be that giant anime. I'm gonna be seeing on TikTok everywhere, everyone doing these anime music in the background, fight scenes going on with giant monsters. So that's gonna be what's happening, guys. I can't wait for these games to come out. I'm excited. I hope you're excited. If you have a game that maybe you feel, hey, I didn't get into, leave in the comments below. But also, if you have a game that I think I should be looking forward to in the next month, in May, March, June, July, August, whatever, tell me. And I'll look it up. I'll see what it's about. Hey, maybe I might even record myself streaming and playing these games at your request because, we're a community and I want to be part of the community, just same how you do. So with that being said, make sure you like, make sure you subscribe, make sure you hydrate because that's always important. But yeah, that's roughly it, guys. Stay safe, drink lots of water. Crusader is out.